Seeker spiritual creatives, happy New Thought Tuesday. Happy New Thought Tuesdays. Are you ready? Are you ready to change your life for the better? Are you ready? Are you ready to learn how appreciation and gratitude can help you manifest abundance and happiness? Then this is the place to be. Do you have a positive mindset? Do you have a positive mindset? Do you see opportunity and gains in everything you think, do, and say? Do you?
Do you?
Do you?
Do you?
Well, I do a good deal of the time. And there are times. So if you have a keen sense, if you can see this opportunity, you have a keen sense of appreciation and gratitude. So this week on New Thought Tuesdays, Rich and I focus on the value of appreciation and gratitude and the direct connection they have to the success of our creative careers. So when you cultivate a sense of positive mindset, that's a great phrase these days, positive mindset. When you cultivate that positive mindset, you manifest your dreams. Done.
Yeah.
Having a consistent focus on appreciation and gratitude not only manifests your dreams, it creates a day-to-day experience of joy and contentment. Can I have an amen?
Amen. Amen. And so it is.
And so it is. So if you are ready to let go of the whining, the bitching, and the moaning and embrace your better life, tune in today, right here and right now, because we will talk about living authenticity with a sense of authenticity, gratitude, and thankfulness. So that's New Thought Tuesdays for our super seekers who report a solid, consistent result from their participation in this powerful New Thought Tuesdays community. So join us and set aside your time from your busy life to join into this essential and empowering conversation. Hey, Richard.
Hey.
It's Dean from Delaware. How are you, sir?
Doing great. Doing great. Had a great week this week. Mother's Day last weekend.
It was Mother's Day. We were celebrating Mother's Day. We were celebrating Mother's Day up a storm here.
That's great.
So appreciation. Richard, why? What? Well, I think everybody knows, but we're going to go into it because we want to be logical here. Appreciation. Thanks.
Yeah.
What is
gratitude? Sitting in gratitude. So how can gratitude help you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have? Because we can tend, the mind takes us down. We can tend to focus on what we don't have rather than what we do have. You often talk about like somebody comes home from a beautiful trip, went to Hawaii, beautiful, wonderful time. They had a little something go wrong at the airport. They come home, that's all they want to talk about is what went wrong at the airport instead of all the beautiful things that happened in Hawaii. So, what are the ways that we can use gratitude to focus on what we want? One of the ways you can do this is to acknowledge and appreciate all the good things in your life, no matter how big or small they may be. I always talk of things that happen in my life as miracles because miracles happen every day, but there's no such thing as a small miracle and a large miracle. There's just miracles. They're all the same.
Yep.
And so when you focus on these, it allows you to appreciate, all that you have. And not only that, but all that you're about to receive, knowing that through prayer and through meditation and through focusing on what you want, that you're going to get more of that. So you sit in gratitude for not only what you have, but also what you're going to have in the future, knowing that nothing is being withheld from you, that there's unlimited possibilities. Nothing is being withheld. The only thing that withholds things from you is your own mind. And by focusing on the negative, you're going to get more of the negative, However, when you focus on what you have and then express gratitude for it, you attract more abundance in your life and positivity. This happens because you're sending out positive vibrations and signals to the universe, which respond by giving you more of the same thing. It's like a radio signal. You're sending it out, and the universe is a reciprocal universe, gives you back exactly what you're putting out there. So if you want to take a look at, what you've been thinking about, take a look at your life, because it's a reflection of what you've been thinking about, talking about, acting upon. And so gratitude, I believe, is very important. It helps us to appreciate the present moment. Like I said, the present moment and the future, and finding, joy in these simple little things in life.
Well, clearly I was expressing appreciation for my cat, because he's just come in here. He's generally very quiet about things like this, but he came in here roaring, wanting to be part of New Thought Tuesdays. So I'm having appreciation for Thaddeus. I want to go back to you. Just lay there. Okay. Chill out. I want to go back to the idea you were talking. Doesn't matter how small or how big that thing that we're grateful for. I want to go back to the smallest component of gratefulness, because sometimes when you're feeling grateful and the day's going well and all is bright and sunny like it is here today, and your relationships are serving you well, and you're serving your relationships, and your work you're just kind of zippity doo-dahing around. Okay, gratitude, appreciation is a really easy thing to focus on. Oh, I'm appreciative of the sunshine. I'm appreciative of my success. I'm appreciative of my abundance. Well, sometimes when we get into that, you remember I talked about being there sometimes. Sometimes when we get into that place, what we need to be able to do is identify the smallest bit of appreciation so we can focus on that. We'll talk more about that when we get together into our conversation after that in our inner circle with our community. We love you guys. And we will, just to let you know, if you don't know already, after our conversation between me and Rich here, we go into what we call the inner circle, and we talk one-on-one, not recorded, all private, all conversational and confidential here on Zoom. So if you want to be a part of this, you can go to newthoughttuesdays.com and click on I want to be reminded. We'll send you a link, and we'll send you the Zoom link so that you can join us. And we're looking forward to that conversation. So we'll talk more about what to do when things are going awry. That when you're not feeling like your prayer is being answered, when your gratitude is not bubbling up to the surface. Mm-hmm. We were talking, though, on what you focus increases. It is my faith, it is my belief, it is my experience that what I focus on increases. Damn it. That's really great when you're focusing on that which you want. When you're focusing on that which you don't want, which I'm like the rest of us sometimes. There's the times like you get me in a place when I'm caught striving, and I feel trapped, and I feel at the base of it some sort of fear. My gratitude, my thanksgiving seems to go away. What do I do in times like that? We'll talk about that in our conversation afterwards, after our conversation here. Yeah.
But it's all choice, Steen. It's all choice. Do you choose? What do you choose this day? Do you choose to focus? You got to train the mind not to focus on that stuff that's going on, and to focus on the stuff that you want. And it's almost like life is an illusion, and that it's not real. It's only what we're making up in our mind. It's how you look at something. And so, that's the whole thing. I think that's key, is you choose. We have the freedom of choice. We were given the freedom of choice to be able to choose, and we can choose to focus on. And it's really challenging to do this. I mean, it took me years to learn how to just say to myself, why do I want to focus on that? Let me focus on what I do want to create, and focus on gratitude and the things that are going right in my life. It was a lifetime of practice to do this. But with New Thought Tuesdays, we're gonna work with you guys to do it.
And you can benefit from our wisdom, such as it is, from our knowingness. We can hold this knowingness for you. And that's what your spiritual coaches, that's what your practitioners, your ministers, your priests, they do. We hold the spiritual truth for you. It's like we hold your spiritual truth in our awareness, and we allow you a place where you can just be enveloped in this truth and then watch this truth unfold in your own awareness. I watch it in clients. I just got off with a client just a few seconds ago. It's like, I cannot believe, I do believe, I'm just expressing how excited I am for them, how their focus on gratitude, their focus on Thanksgiving has erupted in their life to create a life of alignment, of peace.
Yeah.
So if like, if you're on the set, if you're in the composition room, if you're doing a gig, you're on the stage, you're in the recording studio, you're doing a voiceover, you know, whatever your relationships are, sometimes they can get a little tweaky. They can get like out of the blue, something can hit you and you're not familiar with, it's not something that's a welcome exchange. You got to take a break. You got to take a breath, and you've got to find something before you respond to be grateful for. That's what we'll talk about, how to do that.
Yeah. You know, what you said there was super powerful, that we hold the space for this, not only holding the space, but we know the truth for the individual that we're working with. And there's something there, and we'll talk about this later on in the gathering that we have afterwards. But it's super powerful. I mean, it's not just a matter of lifting somebody up psychologically and having them feel good about themselves. There's some magic that happens there where, truthfully, they don't even have to be in our presence, and we can just speak the word for them. We can just hold that awareness of their oneness with the divine, and all of a sudden the thing that they were asking for will manifest in their life. And so I think it goes a little deeper than just lifting them up and making them feel good. There's something about what we do as practitioners. There's a magic that happens there because we are connected. We're all connected to this infinite intelligence, just one power, one presence working through each and every one of us individually, but we're still one in the whole. When we think a thought and we have a feeling and emotion, it affects everybody around us. It affects the world. You know, the 100 monkey syndrome, you know, where monkeys wash a banana on one island, and at the exact same time, other monkeys learn to wash their bananas in the water. There's a metaphysical, psychological thing that goes on here that's deeper, and we can talk about that.
And the expressions of gratitude that we're talking about, there's a vibration, there's an energy in gratitude. And we've got to go to the idea, we're not talking about fake it till you make it gratitude. There's some value psychologically in the whole fake it till you make it premise. But what we're talking about is authenticity, authentic. Yeah. No matter how small it is, focusing on that authentic appreciation, that authentic gratitude is essential. And I have found in my own career, in my own private practice, that the more I focus on gratitude, the more, as you were talking about, the miracles unfold. That ability to be grateful authentically, even for that which does not seem to be worthy of gratitude. We can do this with past trauma. We can do this with past relationships, just psychologically to reframe them. But as we reframe them psychologically, we're also releasing ourselves spiritually to accept and understand that there is, as Rich, you say, a power and a presence that is always at our right hand and always available, always on the set, in the composition studio, in the recording studio, on the stage, on location, in the writer's room. So anything else you want to cover before we move into the inner circle, Rich?
No, I'm really excited to get in there and start going deeper, digging deeper into this whole subject. It's one that really
Okay, well, then we're going to say goodbye to everybody on the live stream. And for those of you who are watching us after the fact, again, go to newthoughttuesdays.com, click on I want to be reminded, and then you'll get to join our inner circle of discussion. And we look forward to meeting you and sharing these wonderful ideas with you and uplifting your life and helping you attain the achievements of creativity that are your heart's desire.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Every day, every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time and 1 p.m. Eastern time. So join us. Talk to you then.